will it, right? It can happen, but will it happen? That is going to be the big question. BTR going to look to respond a little bit better this time around. ASI8 just barely making it up into the zone. 6 eliminations already to their name. They are going to look to try and claw their way back up into that third place. But it's going to rely quite heavily on what the Vampires will be bringing in. Sem9 now trying to ensure that they keep the pole position. 3 eliminations up, looking to double down on everything that they can find. But Bigatron by Vitality, they were looking so great in the previous match. But as we'll see now, it is going to be Optimus rotating right into the lobby. And with that, getting us one team closer to hitting placement point territory. 9 squads remain. Halal, Axotron, good entry as they've rotated up from that southern position. Again, looking to replicate what they did in the previous match. So far, looking pretty positive. They've got 3 eliminations up, a decent position, all 4 players still in the match, and a slightly uncontested region that they've moved into. Now, RRQ, we can't say the same here for them, as they are about to lose one of their players, potentially, and this could be that ticket straight into the lobby, pretty much, as RRQ now is left with a solo. It's going to be a pretty tall order for them to continue to carry that torch for the rest of the match.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with top 9 and Wine Donkeys. They are just chilling in the shack. Minimap wise, you can see RRQ, you can see the team Halal Esports, Halal Exotron alongside of the teams that isn't the proximity as well. But Sem9 at the northeastern corner of this circle, of this play zone, that you can spot them right now. Fex Cry, in fact, at this point, with no elimination, but the rest of the team has 4 in total. Sem9 starting good with this match at the very least. 130 points, it's a good start, and they're definitely going to secure some decent number of points, at least in this match, so BTR will have a hard time catching up on them, as BTR is done and dusted. But that's given enough ASI chances, Vampire Esports chances, to secure that number 3 or close to the number 2 spot for themselves. As many points as you can take, it's actually going to help you at this point in time. ASI, I have to give it to them, they are going really good in this match at the very least, with 6 eliminations. But C1 champions, they're gonna receive some heavy casualties as Atomic is down. The location is revealed. If Keno gets up to revive the players on the backside, you can see on the top of those compounds, there is a Vampire Esports that can actually also shoot at these guys.
Yeah, and that is going to be a pretty tough position to contest. So let's see what is going to be happening on the beach line, as it is a very open angle. Baby and the rest of ASI8 needs to be very careful as to how they take this approach. But now, as we can see, Glue, they have spotted a bit of that movement and are going to be looking to maybe follow through. The zone has shifted, so ASI8 has no other option. Iron and Baby will have to push forward. That's the only way to continue their gameplay here. But there is quite a bit of opposition here. We can see Vampires holding, we can see Glue holding, Champions and RQ. All the scopes just pointing in this direction, so it is going to be a tough one. Baby, though, finds the opener onto Noel. Iron trying to capitalize on this available opportunity, rushing forward. The nade is there almost. We see Iron rotating right into it. Baby, though, with a full stand, is going to get dropped on down. Good try with the aggression, but unfortunately not working out the way that they would have hoped. One nade could maybe play the upset here. Be got to watch out for Vampire. Cheeky nade over the top. Quite a bit of a reach coming in here. Second one is going to continue to whittle away at the HP bars there of XKF. They have to try and reload themselves. But Iron, absolutely relentless, just letting it all loose. Nade after nade, finding that angle. An absolute devastation now getting brought onto the place here from the Glue squad. But Iron not having the information they need to wrap it up. They are instead going to prep for the charge. Up they come flying in, but that
nice dodge
is going to be their ticket straight into the lobby. Glue squad will still stick around as they manage to hold on, but they're also not out of the woods just yet.
They're not out of the wood. That is absolutely true. But Still, aside from this, you can see how the fights are happening. Halal Esports versus Champions versus all of the other names. RRQ, they're throwing their grenades right now. Halal Exotron 90 degree. He's gonna get into the hovercraft, gonna move forward, maybe straight up push on to the Champions Esports as well. They have the opportunity right now at this point in time, as the players will be focusing on their revive. This is the best opportunity and the best time to actually rush and push on a team, and that's exactly what they're doing. But oh my god, Champions Keno is going to take one down of the Halal Esports. Halal Exotron is also going to retaliate with Keno being down as well. Atomic Grenade is going to take a 6-9. It's a knock. It will also not be a confirmation at this point in time, but Atomic, you have to be careful. You have to throw the grenade, but oh my god, Glue Squad, you just walked right through that grenade at this point in time, and Glue Squad in an instant, it's going to be all over for these guys, as we see Halal Exotron surviving with just the solo guy. That is 90 degree. The grenades are still coming. The players are still receiving those casualties. 90 degrees staying into the hovercraft, using it as a cover is genius right now. Champions, you can break this hovercraft. You can make this hovercraft explode at this point in time. You have to do this. Come on, do this. As Vampire Esports is also closing down, they're going to walk right close to this proximity. As soon as the hovercraft is going to move even a single inch, the sprays are going to come on it. The players are shooting at this hovercraft. They're almost ready to get those damages done.
Let's see if they can get it secured here. Champions also going to be looking for a bit of an opportunity, but now 90 degree will have all the pressure on their shoulders. Look at Cento though, trying to see if they can reach in. Vampires trying frantically to secure at least a good entry moving into this phase, as we do shift a little bit more towards that eastern side. Lazarus is going to look to fall back. The angles will not work out for the time being, but Halal Exotron not going down without a fight. In fact, the whole northern side of zone is quite open for the rotations now. We can see Todak situated up there, and this is where we will see the players from Vampire looking to move up into as well. Now, look at Void Donkey though. Good position here, very centered up. They can see south, they can see north, but how will they look to play through this? 90 degree though, trying everything in their bag, literally, to get themselves into the next zone, trying to hold on with everything they have. And they are slowly starting to run out of hovercrafts as well.
They are at this point. Everybody's running out of the vehicles or any of the covers that you can actually make for yourself. So finally, 90 degree is going to get into that buggy. He's going to throw that grenade, almost hitting Atomic. Oh my god, the second grenade might actually be able to hit its mark, but we will have to see, and we'll have to find out. The grenade is going to go, no connection whatsoever. Atomic is once again going to dodge. You're only down to 4 more grenades. The spray actually came. He did a lot of damage. Atomic, you beast. Still finding out where the player is situated at, but let's see if there is going to be another like spray coming onto this degree, onto this angle on the 90 degree. The grenades are going, no connection whatsoever. Halal Exotron finally, as 90 degree is healing himself, Sem9 is finally gonna mark the elimination of these players. We're down to top 6, ladies and gentlemen, and with the Sem9 6 elimination, 132 points to their name. It's a great opportunity and a great start whatsoever. From 5 points of a difference, now they are at least 13, 14 points of a difference away from the number 2. But Fexcry outside of the blue, taking that damage, is going to be taken down by the blue. And I'm going to give all the credit to Champions with the spray that was coming, doing a lot of damage onto the player. He couldn't successfully get out of the blue before being knocked out.
Let's see whether or not Yumiko is going to make anything happen on the edge here. Absolute chaos that we see all across the map. Champions still holding on that far southern side, looking for a bit of an angle. If the zone shifts north, that is going to be a pretty tough one to try and bounce back from. Nuka, though, in a decent angle here. Good awareness. You can see exactly when they need to start to stress, right? Whether or not Champions are going to look to come knocking on the door. But still, Void Donkey, absolutely amazing setup that they've got here. They are situated smack dab center zone for the next 10 seconds. But let's see, can they hold on to that? Can they look to capitalize? Will they be able to do enough with the numbers they've got? They only have 2 players in this fight. Sem9 and Vampires looking absolutely gorgeous here, as they each have a minimum of 3 players left to contest for that winner chicken dinner. Zone, though, not going to do anything drastic, right? Just a slow, steady shift. So we'll make the whole situation slightly worse, as all the teams now will all have to move forward to keep themselves in this fight.
I mean, at this point in time, it's this top 6 that's going on for the longest bit of time, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't blame these guys. They want to secure the winner chicken dinner. They want to secure at least a decent placement into the overall ranking, because these are the only 3 matches, including this one, that these players are going to play at this point in time. The smoke is going to be deployed. Defiant, he's finally going to move in the shack, but at the same time, Zeta, he gets taken down. It's a knockdown, not the casualty, so the revive is definitely going to be there. Champions, you have to utilize your throwables, you have to utilize your utilities and everything at your arsenal at this point to get that elimination.
Well, here we go. Eliminations are going to be key. That will help to double down on the points here. But up comes the play for Voing Donkey. Out they go in 6th place. RRQ still going to be holding with the solo. TDK. Zodak going to be looking to bounce back. Will they get the angles they need, though? You see Yumiko also getting hit there, as Nuga is not going to be backing out of any potential angles just yet. Champions, though, trying to get themselves all hyped up and charged and ready to go, as they need to move forward. Satria also just falling back. As we saw there, RQ not going to allow any of that to come through, at least not for the time being. Todak getting cleaned up as well, and Bulger, off they go.
I mean, it's looking so good. Looking so good with the starting casualties, initiation of the fights. But what happened at the execution stays at the execution. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, the grenade is gonna go, and RRQ is out of the game. We're down to top 3, as Vampire having the highest number of players alive. Then we have Sem9 with 3, and Champions with just the solo guy, Atomic. Everything is residing onto these 3 teams to secure the winner chicken dinner, or the hashtag number 2 for their teams, especially for the Champions at this point in time. But Sem9, 10 elimination numbers, 10 elimination points. They're ready to take this action, but Atomic is finally going to take down Sento. Sento is being knocked down. Sarishta versus Miaula, as Miaula gets a knockdown, a confirmation. Champions getting some eliminations here, there, and everywhere. That's the second elimination that they're going to have, but 11 elimination for the Sem9. The thing for Sem9, the elimination-wise, even the position-wise, is looking so good that even for the next match, I do believe so now. I can totally say that nobody, even with the winner chicken dinner, is going to be able to overtake them from the number 1 spot.
Yeah, I think Sem9, they're essentially just dangling a carrot in front of these teams. It's like, you know what? Try and catch it. Let's try and see if you can get it. But they are making it so difficult for them to try and do exactly that. Now, Vampire still have 2 players in this match, so not all hope is lost here for them. But Sem9 with the 3 players, they could definitely look to capitalize on the available opportunity. Satria looking good, Yumiko looking good. And then, of course, we've got IQ also just there, trying to rush forward, looking for a little bit more information. Lazarus has been spotted out, so now it's going to be up to Yumiko to see if they can close it out, because there's only 1 team standing between them and that winner with a chicken dinner. That was the finisher of Atomic that we saw just there. Very quick and efficient. And now it is down to the final 2. Vampires now held on with Zane, and the nades continue to rain on down Satria and the rest of Sem9, looking to get this match all wrapped up and ready to go. It's going to be Vampire met with a beautiful nade there. Satria just on the money. So phenomenal and so deadly, devastatingly accurate.
Almost 14 eliminations. 14 elimination. Oh my goodness. Match number 16, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sem9 for the win. amazing job that they have done. Amazing like engagement. The moment they realized that they were super close to being overtaken by a team, they just made sure that they step up their game, go back to the number one, and nobody is going to be close to their proximity where someone can actually take them down from this number one.